friends!
What's up, friends? How are you?
Hi!
How we doing today? Well, welcome to Jim and Joe's Beer Show,
What up, fuckers?
known as one beer at a time. And today, we're going to count to 3. That's 3 beers.
Oh, yeah. So, this is kind of an OBOT short, really.
Yeah.
That's really what we're doing. So, if you're new to these, when we do shorts, we keep it mostly about the brew and the review. We might bullshit and banter a little bit, but not too much. You want to hear real bullshit? Listen to one of the full episodes.
Yeah, there's plenty of bullshit in there.
So, getting right into the fucking beer on this episode of OBOT Shorts. So, I don't know if you caught the last run. We did something from Broadway Brewery. We did the Flat Bill Pills. Really like that fucker. It was a good summertime brew.
Yeah.
We're kind of on that thing right now with these short segments where we're doing like seasonal brew right now because we're coming up in summertime and
Patio season.
we're really trying to show you guys good local craft options over domestic brew. Not everything is a fucking IPA. So what we got today for Broadway Brewery is the Dashi Japanese Rice Lager.
I'm really excited for this.
Japanese!
I'm really excited for this.
I'm super excited, bro.
The first time I know I had like a Japanese rice lager, I'd probably had one years ago and didn't realize it. But when I was in Chicago last summer, I stumbled upon this like ramen and whiskey bar, and I had a Japanese Asahi. You'll see it around at like Japanese restaurants, but I'd never tried one before. And it was so crisp. I really am looking forward to a craft Japanese rice lager.
Yeah, man. Japanese style lager brewed with fresh lemongrass and kombu. I don't know what kombu is.
I don't know, Joe.
But as we stated on the last one, Broadway Brewery is out of Rockport, Missouri, which I don't know because I don't know the state of Missouri that well. But I'm under the impression that Rockport's not that far north of here. Do you know? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but
I feel like I've heard that before.
Kombu is an edible kelp.
Oh, okay. Lemongrass and a type of kelp. Okay, cool, man. All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to give you a little review. This is a very, very light, crisp beer, perfect for the summertime. We're about to tell you why. Look at this color, man.
Oh, it's bright and crisp.
Look at that.
I mean, that is a bright, crisp
Yeah.
beer.
Love it.
Get a little bit of that lemongrass.
A little bit, yeah, right? It's light on the nose, but yeah, you get a little bit of lemon smell. Not so much citrus, but...
No. But like that lemongrass smell. It smells like lemon, but don't necessarily have to taste like lemon.
Man. Crusher.
Oh, yeah.
This is so crisp, so clean. If you don't like beer, you're not going to like it. But if you're one of those people that wants to tell me you don't drink craft beer because you don't like all the hops and malts and everything, whatever, try this fucking brew.
Dude, you imagine being able to have like 5 or 6 of these at a Cardinals game?
Yeah, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Well, for one, shout out to Broadway Brewery. Beautiful can art. I love it. You got the full Japanese ocean tsunami vibe going. Very, very cool.
I like
but
Japanese art, tattoo
shout out to them for doing a Japanese rice lager because they could have made a nice American style lager, you know, but this is good. This is really different. It doesn't taste like a Pils, you know, it doesn't taste like a domestic American.
Yeah.
But it's light and crisp the same way like a fucking Coors Light is light.
It's honestly crisp. I like it more because it's not even as heavy as like a Coors or a Bud Light or a Michelob.
Oh, it's definitely lighter than like Banquet.
Yeah, it's so
Busch.
crisp.
Really good, tight.
I mean,
snap
think about how clean rice is, and that's why this is just right. Like you notice, you know, pasta and stuff. You notice the flavors of like wheat and stuff like that. The rice is just it's crisp, it's clean, it's easy.
Well, and it's why it's used for a lot of lagers anyway. It's just that, in case you didn't know that,
yeah,
a lot of lagers use rice. There's fucking Budweiser and stuff, you know. But the flavor that you're going to get on this beer is very different. It doesn't remind me of anything. I can't say, oh, this is sort of like...
The only thing it reminds me of is that beer I had at the whiskey and ramen place. Such a cool concept, though.
That's awesome, man.
Like, That was one of the cool. I know I talked about it last year when I did it, but that was one of the more fun experiences I've had in my life in the last 5 years. Was like getting outside of yourself, and that's a thing that like not a lot of people do is get outside of yourself. I wandered around a big city by myself.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever actually done that.
And just found something to do, like. And I hadn't done that in years.
I did have,
and it was like kind of terrifying at first, especially in Chicago. You're like, I don't know what the fuck I am.
Yeah, everything is tall as hell.
Yeah.
It feels like the city blocks are shorter.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, damn, I already walked 5 blocks. There's so much packed into a block. And then you go like downtown Clayton and you walk a block and it feels like it's longer just because it's one building.
Yeah.
Instead of 4 buildings with a bunch of like ground level storefront and everything. You know, it's like you're flooded. There's so much.
All right, so what do we got next?
All right, so we're gonna move on. I shared this post from Rockwell beer, saying we were gonna review this soon because this is their crisp Chinos rice lager, so it made perfect sense because we're already doing a rice lager.
Hell yeah!
And it's Chinos, eh?
And if you have not checked out Rockwell, make sure you check out Rockwell. Would you say they're the Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the Grove. A cool spot that's like built out of a lot of it's built out of shipping containers. Good food.
Yeah, man.
Like good. Their burgers are really good.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Joe and I went there before we went and saw Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like the food, it's comparable to most other places. It's not super pricey, but I will say that if you just get like a single cheeseburger, the burger itself, it's well priced. It's well worth the money. You know, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than a lot of other spots.
Yeah.
It's when you start going for the double and all their signature stuff and everything, and all of a sudden it's a $12 burger.
Yeah, add on
but at least it's good and it's hand patty.
Accoutrement and
yeah, man. But yeah, so I shared this post because Rockwell put this up earlier this week or last week. It was real recently because it's that time of year. You know, this is their, I don't know if it's their official summer seasonal, but we did this once upon a time, probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like 21 sounds about right. Yeah, and I don't remember this beer too much. I just remember liking it and feeling like it's very drinkable all the time kind of brew. So hopefully my memory serves me right. Ooh, see, this has a little bit more traditional lager smell to it. A little bit floral, not a whole lot, but it's not doesn't have that same kind of smell that the Dashi does.
So that has a little bit more depth to it. You can tell it's not that Japanese rice lager where it's just like
it's got a bold finish.
So this is a sizable addition of Jasmine rice creates a delicate floral note that's paired with bright herbal citrus hop character after extensive lagering. This crisper is meant to be crushed. Originally a collaboration brewed with Brooklyn, New York's own KCBC. So yeah, you can tell this has like more hops and stuff in it. Whereas I don't even know if they use any hop for that Japanese rice lager. It probably doesn't have hop in it.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, but the lemongrass smell is really cool, and it's surprising that like. I don't want to say it in a bad way, but lemongrass, even smelling it off this brew, almost reminds me a little bit of like fucking bug spray.
Yeah.
You know, like scented candles and stuff like that. So it's like I don't want to say that bad, like this tastes like that, but it's strange to me that it has a little bit of that familiar citrusy kind of smell from something like a tiki torch. You know what? But it's really refreshing and it tastes great.
You know what I find interesting is like, as much as I appreciate the flavors in the crisp Chinos, and this is 100% a crushable beer, I'm attracted to this for the reason that like, okay, this is crushable, but no, that's crushable.
Yeah, I'm slamming this rice lager.
I'm slamming that.
I could throw that down. This, but also like kind of a testament to the quality of this brew. Part of what keeps me from being like that is, like you said right off top, it's got a lot more depth to it. Look at the lacing. Look at the head on that. It's holding the flavors. The aroma's entirely different. And
look
the
at
finish
the lack
on
of
this.
clarity I mean, it's still fairly clear, but you can't see all the way through.
Yeah.
This shit's like tinted glass, man.
But I don't know if it's hitting you the same way, but for me, the back end of this, the finish of this is like explosive. It's almost a different flavor from that first hit on your palate. And so that kind of makes me not want to drink it as fast because I'm like, fuck, I'm enjoying trying to pick out the flavors, and you're like, ooh, what is that?
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I like a good lager like that, but sometimes I just want a beer. And that's kind of what I'm in no way, this is a phenomenal beer. This is a fantastic lager.
See, what we're looking at here, in my opinion, here is because we're always trying to tell you guys good craft beers that are alternatives to popular domestic brews.
Yeah.
So we're looking at, to me, the Chinos from Rockwell. That's a craft beer drinker's lager.
Right.
So guys like
100%.
us that are super hop heads and we love stouts and we love porters and super malty brews and stuff like that. This is the kind of summer brew that we're looking for from more breweries.
Yeah.
A complex, full flavored, very well put together lager. But this Dashi, this is the beer that I would say, like, man, fuck your Bud Light. Get this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the same thing. I always go back to Bomber.
Right.
Shout out to Logboat. Because to me, I feel like from a seller's perspective, if I'm behind the bar, Logboat is one of the easiest beers that I can sell to somebody that only wants to drink domestic lager.
Yeah.
It's just so
this would be even
universal.
easier. This is something like, again, I always reference my dad. Like, this is something I could probably just pour my dad up, not tell him it's craft, and he would enjoy this beer. It's a beer. It's a good, crisp, clean beer.
Right. Whereas the Chinos is delicious. The Chinos is what, if I've never had it and I come by the place, this is the one you pour up for me. Like, dude,
check this out.
Try this lager out. You know. So both very great.
See, I don't even know if I can rank the two because
I think they both teeter fuck yes for me, but I kind of don't like. I don't want to like put them up against each other.
That's because to me these are serving two different purposes.
Yeah,
like you said, this is the craft beer drinker's lager. This is, hey, put down your Bud Light.
Yeah,
drink something.
Support local, motherfuckers.
Drink something a little bit more quality.
Yeah, I mean, we're huge on it, man. Anybody that's listened to us for a while, you've probably heard me talk some shit about fucking Texas before, you know, and that's just ingrained in me, like, where I come from, support local. And, I mean, yeah, I live in Missouri now, so why would I not support local? And we love the local craft brew scene so much. Just not even just St. Louis specifically, just regionally, our craft brew scene is so good. We're always hunting out these brews that are great alternatives because, like, hey, man, yeah, Budweiser is the oldest and everything, and not straight shitting on Budweiser. They've added so much to St. Louis culture. But, man, fuck Budweiser. Go buy one of these and support our local independent craft brewers because they need us.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You see that viral video?
Oh, yeah.
What that fucking dude where the cop is like, well, no, be serious. I need you to be straight with me. What are you on right now? What am I on, bro? And he was like, fucking Cloud9? Like, what do you mean, bro? He was like, stop fucking around. I need you to be straight with me. I'm being straight, officer. What are you on right now? Did you take anything? I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all of that, bro. I'm on all that shit.
All of that. All right, so up next we have the Match Day IPA.
She's heady, buddy.
Where is this? I don't remember where this one's from. It might be a collab.
Main and Mill, bro.
Oh, it is Main and Mill. That's right. Oh, no, hold on. Main and Mill, and then Mill Pond.
Oh, okay. It is a collab. Mill Pond is out of Millstadt, Illinois.
Yeah. So it's Main and Mill and Mill Pond.
Oh, this is beautiful. So we've got our friends in Festus, Main and Mill. Love their brews. Honestly, even some, like, I don't always love every stout, and I'm definitely not a sour dude, but they're one of those breweries that even beers that I've had from them where I'm like, it's not really my style, they're all really impressive. Right now, a great seasonal you guys can find right now is their green chili ale. I think it's an ale. It might be a lager. I think it's an ale, but it's weird, dude. It literally tastes like green chili, but not in a fucking bad way. It's so interesting. You gotta try it out. But anyway, back to the point. So our friends at Main and Mill in Festus, Missouri, collabed with Mill Pond and Millstadt, Illinois. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah. And so I think someone told me this was like originally a World Cup thing, and then they brought it back for the ML, like now that we have our MLS team. hell of a fucking experience down there, man. It really is. A lot of hipsters, but it is cool. Yeah, I feel like I do like soccer, but it is so much the sport of like people that are not into sports because they're like, yeah, but it's different and it's like European.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's like, yeah,
it's sophisticated.
I like soccer because
it's not sophisticated. They go to war over this shit.
I like soccer because I like sports.
I'm not a soccer fan. I have a hard time just sitting and watching soccer played. I have a real hard time with it. But I do love that it's the sport of the world. I mean, it's as serious as we take high school football in small towns or in places like Texas and a lot of places in the South. And it's like you're going to fucking war with the other county. That's how the world takes soccer, and I kind of love that.
I will not see, like, I have a lot of friends that'll watch EPL regularly, and I can't do that. But come World Cup, I'm invested. And MLS, I've been watching, I would say 70% of the games. So, I mean, here's the thing. I'm a hometown guy, man. We have a team. I'm going to support it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to support it.
Yeah, I feel you because even though I'm not a big soccer guy, I definitely want to go to this new stadium.
It's so fucking cool.
I want to go.
It's awesome.
And I've heard from people that are like a guy that I work with, and he's like, yeah, man, I mean, soccer's cool, but he's like, but my girl is the one that, like, she's played soccer her whole life. She's all into it and everything.
That's the other thing.
He was like, she still plays at Veta and stuff for fun. He was like, so I went with her, and he was like, dude, it was awesome. It was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, the same thing. I mean, he's probably a little bit more knowledgeable and into soccer a little bit more than myself. But same thing, like, not really a sport. It doesn't really follow. He was kind of like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go with you.
But you know sports.
Yeah, he said he had a great
rules.
fucking time. Yeah. He was like, dude, like, our crowd kicks ass. He was like, it was so much fun. And one of the chiefs at Eureka, one of my battalion chiefs, who is a big soccer dude, I didn't know. He was fucking schooling me on the whole thing about St. Louis team and stadium and everything.
Well, dude, it's such a St. Louis sport. Like, dude, there was a World Cup team, man, like decades ago, like early 1900s, like 1920s, 1930s, something like that. Where like 5 or 6 people on the team were from St. Louis.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's like that, and that's kind of why people were so pissed off for years that we didn't have an MLS team, is because St. Louis is such a soccer city.
There's like real history.
When I moved here,
plus the type of immigrant population that we have a lot of immigrants that are big into
when
soccer.
I moved here from Massachusetts when I was like 10 years old, I played soccer, you know, like for my school or my church or whatever back in Boston. But when I moved here, I mean, again, I played for my school, but like all of my friends at 10 were all on select teams, and like kids here, select soccer is like, that's a thing. That was not a thing where I grew up in Massachusetts. When I came here, I was like, I'm not good at soccer. All my friends,
right?
Like, turns out I was good at baseball, so I played select baseball, and none of them did. They all just fucked around on the CYC baseball team.
Yeah. But before we move on, I'm going to highlight that Chinos one more time. The lacing on this is a lager, friends. This is a fucking lager.
Yeah.
That is impressive, man.
That is.
And the way it holds the aroma is just, it's beautiful. And like I said, that back end flavor is like explosive, and it's very, very different than what you get on the nose and that initial taste. I mean, I'm impressed with the complexity of it just being a lager. I really am.
I'm honestly going to highlight the Dashi again.
Just the Dashi is the shit because
so crisp and clean.
Yeah, dude, the Dashi is the shit because, like, I mean, I'm not fucking playing. Let us throw down and cook out outside for a few hours. Like, I'm drinking a 12-pack of this.
Oh yeah.
Like, no problem.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those brews that I have this problem. So I have a 32-ounce mug, and sometimes I just use the 32-ounce mug. So you can't pour one beer in a 32-ounce mug. Well, the Dashi is one that I'll pour like 2 or 3, and then I'm just drinking them faster than I realize, and I definitely put a 12 down.
All right,
so to finish it off with this IPA, right?
I mean, look how hazy.
Oh shit! It's only a 5.5, so it's a lighter ABV. Yeah, the haze is ridiculous, and the head is fucking ridiculous. Look at that, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I know. Eventually, we'll get like an overhead shot too, so we can have like fucking close up of the top of these beers because you can't fully see what's going on here.
No, you really can't.
But I will tell you, if you get one of these, pour it up aggressively the way that I did. That's the key to having all this. Woo, baby. Okay, the hops simmer down.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, that's so hoppy.
It like punches you.
But it simmers down and that bitterness starts taking over.
You.
That like bitter flavor starts coming up real fast. Ooh, man, this is good.
It's like that slap and tickle.
Yeah. This is good, bro.
Yeah.
This is really good. This is a Hopheads brew. I mean, you guys know.
But yeah, it punches you up front with the hop, and then it just kind of
the bitter flavor really, really comes up. It's nice. But I mean, you guys know if you don't like hops, you're not drinking IPAs anyway.
Yeah. You're certainly not going to drink an IPA that's a collab between two breweries and be nerdy about
Yeah. But I will tell you though, not to toot our own horns too much, but if we tell you that this is a very light, entry-level, drinkable IPA, I would trust our opinion and at least give it a shot.
Because I like some of them, expert level.
Oh, yeah.
Those expert level.
Because this brew right here, for anybody that doesn't like hops, don't even bother. Don't even get a sample of this at a bar. Yeah. You're just not going to like it. But for a hophead, this is everything you're looking for.
You know what's interesting is look versus taste, though. You see how hazy it is, and you're expecting... We've come to expect such a citrusy, kind of like a citrus.
It has a nice malty, bitter flavor. I love that though because it's kind of classic.
Yeah.
I was just saying this the other day. I don't know who was I talking to. I don't even remember. I was literally just saying this shit. Because that Jamaican IPA, I posted it. It's a cigar or something. I had posted on our page back like a month or so ago.
Is it Cigar City?
Cigar City.
From Florida?
Cigar City, yeah. And it's a Jamaican IPA. I posted it because I just randomly started finding that at Schnucks. And I haven't seen anything else from Cigar City, but they've got this pale ale, or no, it's IPA. They got this IPA. They're selling them at all these Schnucks. So it might not be a local brew, but still supporting local and going to Schnucks. It's really, really good, guys. And what I like about it is that it is just a run-of-the-mill strong IPA. And this is kind of, not exactly, but this is kind of reminding me of some of those qualities that I like.
It's like this, right?
Yep, that's it.
Highlight? Oh, you've never had, that's the first time you had Highlight?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
And I was like,
what Cigar City did you find?
I was drinking it, and I was saying, I was like, this might not be that impressive, but you know what I really like about it? Is it's not juicy, it's not hazy, it's not citrus, it's an IPA. It's hoppy, it's bitter, and the same thing, like the hop is strong, and the bitter flavor is strong, it's not malty.
Highlight is very highly regarded, man.
I fucking like it, man.
It's a very good standard IPA. It's one of those beers, occasionally you'll see it on menus here. But if you go to Florida, you'll see it on menus everywhere. Nice. And I'll usually get one or two while I'm on vacation. Usually get a 6-pack or something to keep, I'll have a Highlight here and there.
This is definitely...
Man, that's a vacation beer.
This is definitely more bitter. Like that one's a little bit crispier, a little bit smoother. This one's more bitter and definitely maltier. But similar. I'm not tasting all of this citrus. It's not experimental hops. It's not some shit I've never heard of. It's not weird. It's not a fusion IPA. I like all of those because I love IPAs, but we're so used to having those hazy, juicy, citrusy, all these different things. It's nice to have a classic IPA.
Yeah. Yeah, Cigar City is Tampa, and my parents live in right by Tampa.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So. We did a little Tennessee, Mississippi brew review. If you didn't catch that one, just look back a little bit. We got it up. And another thing that I'll say, going to Schnucks and buying single cans from them, guys, if you haven't had Wiseacre from Tennessee, they've got the Pale Ale and they've got the American Pilsner. You go and get them. They're less than $3 a can. They've got them at all the Schnucks. Absolutely go and get them. Tiny Bomb is awesome. Look, I'll put it to you like this. I love pale ales, and I like their pale ale a lot, but that American lager, or it's Pils, I can't remember. It's a lighter brew. But anyway, It's so damn good. I'm like dead set on. I got to go to Memphis again. I got to go to Wiseacre.
Yeah.
It's in my head. I've got to go down there.
Well, so on that note, we've had 3 really good beers. I don't even know if I want to give it a star of the show today.
I would probably give that to Dashi.
I think I would too.
But not because it beats out the
No,
other
and
3.
that's
This is
where-
a great selection right here.
And that's where like we've been evolving. It's hard to start giving unless we do 4 lagers that are supposed to be similar. It's hard to really do a
Yeah.
star of the show. The more we do this,
that's just a personal preference
Yeah.
thing. Like our spotlighting feature. Because I will say this is a great one, and we've been on a roll recently, man. This is a really good 3-piece right here. Really good session. Good drinking for anybody. I will honestly say they're all borderline fuck yes for me. If anything, Dashi will take an actual fuck yeah because I've never had a brew like this.
yeah. The nice thing about this lineup, honestly, is that we're not even real. I mean, we split them anyway, but like these were all like good summer beers where you're not going to be fucked up.
Yeah, they're light and crisp. This
They're light and
IPA
crisp,
is
and you-
bold and bitter and heavy as this IPA tastes. It's 5.5.
Yeah, you're not getting smashed.
It tastes like a brew that's 8%.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's another thing for hopheads. I mean, you enjoy brews like this, you can actually have a few of these and not be wasted. Because this does taste like a brew that's normally 8 or higher.
Yeah.
It really does.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please check us out on Spotify. Follow the links to YouTube. Click, like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, friends.
You're gonna be seeing the preview of Obot on the Road, which is our newest project. And
Episode 100.
We're working on more of those, but like we got some really cool.
We
shit
show you the
we're working on.
behind the scenes on a brand new up and coming brewery in St.
Basically,
Louis
our new travel show, man.
that many of you have never even heard
Yeah.
of, but no one has seen the inside of this brewery.
And
So it
some
was
of
a
the
great privilege.
some of the best beers we've had in a while.
Yeah, man, they were
They
great.
really were.
So be
Don't-
looking
I mean,
for
it was
episode
cool.
100.
So again, click, like, subscribe, share, check us out, please, please. The more you click, like, and subscribe, the more beer we can bring you, the more fun shit we get to do. It will bring you along with us.
We'll see you at the bar.
See you at the bar. 27:30. And you should be able to, if you want to chop that up eventually, like you can.